What's up everybody, Brad here with the Money Dad channel. In this video we are talking about the stock Roku, that's stock ticker ROKU, because there is a chart pattern on this stock chart that is shaping up. We just broke through a certain threshold that I was talking about on a live stream on my channel a few days ago. Didn't think we were going to break through this threshold this quickly, but Roku just had a phenomenal day on Friday, up 12.5%. You can see on the screen this massive green candlestick on massive volume. Didn't expect this to happen this quickly, like I just said, but here we are. We broke through a certain threshold. I'm going to talk about that, and that kind of activates this chart pattern that I've been looking at, kind of waiting to reach this level so that we can make our entry. We have reached a certain level where I think, okay, now's the time to get in, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you what I mean, what the chart pattern is, the price target that it is suggesting we're going to go to, all of that in this video. So we're going to be talking about the technicals, we're going to be talking about the chart pattern, not going to get too much into the fundamentals or the financials or the business model of this company at all in this video. I do that in some of my videos, but I'm going to stick straightly to the chart pattern in this video. Okay guys, before I jump into that, I want to let you know I'm also going to be making today a video on Facebook because we have a price target on that one, and Facebook had a great day on Friday as well, up 5%. So I'm going to give you guys an update on that, and then I'm also going to be making a video on Snap because we hit our price target on that one. Well, not hit, we came within $1. So we got super close on a crazy good up day on a crazy good earnings call. So I'll be making a video on that one today and getting it posted on the channel ASAP. So if you're interested in those stocks, or what we were doing on those stocks with the charts, go check out the channel, go look for those videos. If you don't see them yet, I should have them posted soon. Okay, so here we are in TradingView. I've got Roku pulled up. We're going to be looking at the chart pattern here. I have to zoom out a little bit. I was zoomed in the beginning of the video just to kind of give you guys an idea of how big this green candlestick was for Friday. It was a massive day, up 12.5%, but we're going to zoom out so that we can see what this chart pattern is. And if you've been a long-time subscriber of this channel, or if you're into chart patterns in general, you may already know what I'm talking about just by looking at this, right? We have this big bull trend coming up through 2020, right? On Roku, you can see this huge uptrend right here from the bottom left of the screen up to the top of the middle of the screen. That is a stock that has just been going straight up for over a year now, right? And then as we get a little bit into 2021, you can see 2021 right here. As we get into 2021, it kind of tops out, right, at about $485, it looks like, and then we start heading down. It's consolidating, hasn't done real well for investors here for a couple of months, and then we bottom out in this March to May timeframe and start heading back up, right? So what does this create? There's this arc-looking shape, right? That is a cup. And now what do we have right here? That is a handle, and we call that a cup and handle pattern. What? So a couple of requirements here for a cup and handle pattern. A cup and handle pattern is a continuation pattern, which means it's going to continue whatever the trend was before the pattern started. So we have a bull trend right here, right, coming into the cup. So this cup suggests we're going to continue the bull trend after this cup plays out, this cup and handle, right? It's a continuation pattern, so it's going to continue whatever was happening before. Bull trend, we're going to continue that bull trend. I pulled up a cup and handle pattern on Google to show you guys. So let's pull that up. I apologize for flashing this super bright white screen on your screen after showing you the dark theme in TradingView. So apologize for that, but in my defense, I don't know that Google has a dark theme. They should if they don't. Anyway, let's look at this picture right here. So this is an example of a cup and handle pattern, right? You got this bull trend coming into it. You've got your cup right here. You've got your handle, and then we explode to the upside coming out of that handle, right? And the reason I picked this picture in particular is because it does something that a lot of these other pictures don't. It shows you how to measure the target to the upside on your cup and handle, right? Because this is all great to talk about, but if you don't know how to trade it, or if you don't know when to get out of your trade, then this could be dangerous. This is not really super helpful, right? So how do we find a price target to, we buy in when, we sell when? These are important things to know when you're trading patterns, because you could end up losing a lot of money if you don't know those things. So this picture is great because it shows you, it doesn't really spell it out perfectly, but it shows you, hey, you got a blue line right here, which what they're trying to say by that is, hey, measure from the bottom of the cup to the top, the lid of your cup, right? If we put an imaginary lid on top of this cup, you measure to the top of that, to the bottom, the very bottom of the cup, right? You take that blue line and you measure the same distance from the top of your handle, where the handle completes, you measure up from there. And that gives you your target, right? And look what happens in this picture right after they meet their target. It drops off pretty significantly. It does end up going up after that. If you're a long-term holder in this particular stock, then you end up doing well, but you lose a lot of money in the short term right here, right after they hit their target. So that you want to watch for that. You want to try to hit that target or get out right before the target so that you don't lose money. Okay, so we're going to do that on this chart to give us a price target. And I did this in the live stream couple of days ago on my channel, and it was just kind of a hypothetical scenario because we didn't have this huge up day yet, right? So I was like, it looks like there might be a cup and handle forming here. This is pretty interesting because this is a massive cup and handle if it played out. I was like, we'll just have to keep watching because it's got a long way to go to get up to, the top of that cup again. The handle still needs to form and get back up to that lid. Well, that was 12.5% ago. I didn't think we were going to get that in a day, right? So here we are, basically one trading day later, making this video because Roku just exploded to the upside. So that is fantastic. So let's draw out this cup and handle and then get our price target based on the projection that we see there, right? So over in TradingView, I'm going to grab, well, first I'm going to click out of that ad because not a big fan of the ads, but let's get our trend line going from the top of this kind of the wall of this cup, right, the very top, boom, and we're going to trace it to the top of the other side of the cup, right? Trace it right there across, and I want to keep tracing through so that we can see where we break through it. Make sure we break through so that we can set our projection accurately. Now that we have that lid, we can make a cup. The cup isn't super necessary, but it's nice. I like to put it on there to kind of visualize what we're doing here. And I always have a hard time remembering where the cup is there. Arc. We'll use that. Again, we'll put dots on the edges of the cup. We'll go ahead and put that right there. That looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close for a cup. I mean, cups are almost never perfect, right? There's always going to be little squigglies in stock charts because look, stocks go up and down, right? They just boom, 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 boom all the time. So you have these little mountains and valleys and things like that, but you want the general shape to be pretty close to a cup. Okay, and this is a really good cup in my opinion. Even though we have this kind of mountain right here in the middle, you see that all the time in cup and handle patterns. It's not an issue at all. You just want to see generally it comes down and then comes back up. Okay. So we've got our cup. We want to measure from the bottom of the cup to the lid, and that's going to give us an idea of what kind of projection we can expect to the upside on Roku. Okay, so we grab our measuring stick. Boom, we're going to measure from the bottom of this candle. Boom, and we're going to measure up to the lid. Now be prepared for this, guys, because this is a massive stock chart. Looks like we have almost exactly $200 of depth on this cup, and that is 73%. Okay, 73%. $200 and 73% is what the depth of that cup is. It is a monstrous cup and handle, okay? So we're going to take that $200 and we project to the upside. You see where I'm coming with this, guys? This is a monster cup and handle. Take $200, get the base of that lid, looks like about 460, so we should end up at about 660, right? $200 of upside is going to give us about 43% of upside, right? It's not going to be that same 73% because, $200 on a $400 stock is not the same as $200 on a $600 stock, right? So percentages are going to be a little different, all right? So we have our, and it didn't stick because I used the wrong ruler. Of course I did. Of course I would do that, right? But what we can do is we already measured it out. Let me go ahead and just grab that brush. We will say we're going up to 650, and then we can grab a little text box and say, it was a 660, right? 660 price target on Roku because it's a $200 cup, right? The depth of the cup is $200. Our breakout point, our lid is at 460. So we take that 200 and add it to 460 and we get $660 upside potential on Roku, right, guys? Isn't that insane? Doesn't that feel insane? It feels insane because the cup is so massive, right? That just speaks to the volatility of this stock. In my opinion, this stock swings pretty wildly. Some pretty strong swings on this one, right? For example, up 12.5% today when the S&P 500 was up 1%, right? The QQQ, the Nasdaq, the tech fund was up 1.17%. And Roku is up 12.5%. So extremely volatile. So you have to know when to potentially get out of this trade if it doesn't go well. That's the other side of this, right? We all want the gains, right? But you also need to know when to get out when it doesn't work out because no trade has a 100% certainty that it's gonna work. Right? You have to understand how to mitigate the risk of these trades as well. And in my opinion, if we break below this lid, that's a bad sign, right? And that lid is not that much further down from where we're at right now. It's at, about about $460, $455 to $460, right? So, if I was getting in this, I might set a stop loss just underneath it, maybe $450. Would probably be my stop loss, guys. $450. If we break below $450, I would stop out of the trade and get out because that means we've broken underneath this lid and we may be heading lower from there. That would be kind of a line in the sand that makes me think this pattern is not working out right now. It might not work out at all. Might be time to get out. 450 would be my stop loss, okay? If we break under 450, I don't want to be in this trade anymore. All right, guys? Now that said, there is insane upside potential, so I could understand if you want to wait out a little bit longer, but, if we keep breaking below that, I wouldn't be in it with my money. You guys do you do you with your money. If you're a long-term investor in Roku, then you don't even care, right? You just buy and hold long-term. You love to see these kind of price targets. You don't care about the stop losses because you're a long-term investor and you say, hey, none of that stuff matters to me. I'm holding long-term, right? So that's what I've got for Roku, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. There is insane upside potential on Roku. I think it was 43% or something like that to this price target, $660. That's what I see on this cup and handle pattern. Extremely bullish sign for Roku. And hopefully that means a bullish sign for some other stocks as well. Think about some of those synergies that Roku plays with, TV, streaming, things like that. Maybe stay-at-home stocks. Think about the kind of things that Roku kind of ties in with. this might be a bullish sign for those. Maybe just get your brain working there, okay? That's what I've got for this, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm also going to be making a video today on Facebook and Snap. So I should have those coming out on the channel very soon. By the time you're looking at this video, they may already be there, so go check them out. If you want more information on how to use TradingView, how to trade stocks, how to look at stock charts, all that stuff is on my channel. Go check that out. If you're not a subscriber yet, please give me a subscribe. You can see more videos like this as they come out, all of these chart pattern videos. And if you're interested in seeing my trades in real time, please consider becoming a member of the channel for a small monthly fee, and I will post to those YouTube community post sections as I'm trading stocks. Hey, I'm buying this. Hey, I'm selling that. Okay, guys, that's all I've got. Oh, like the video. If you've made it this far, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.